Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. Each morning we'll be watching for these volume spikes. You can see one currently here. And once we see a volume spike, we come down to check the current bar volume, which would be the volume in this one candle. We want to see this number really flying, really making progress, a battle going on. We want high volatility. That's what we play on. So once we confirm the volume, we want to make sure that these green bars, which are buyers, are above this yellow average volume line. That tells us more buyers than normal are coming into the stock. We also want to see the My Blessing indicator pointing north and also green. This indicates buyers as well. So once we confirm we have a spike, we check the volume, we look for these green bars. Is this line moving up? Then we have one more step to make here. We are scalping on a 15-minute chart. I know it sounds impossible, but it's not. So we're watching for a green bubble to pop in here, and we want the percentages within that bubble to be 90% or higher. That tells us there's a surge of buyers coming in to drive the price up. You will see that happen shortly, I'm sure. Also, I'm not a professional advisor for trading. I'm just an individual like you, so make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. If you are new here, make sure you attend these live streams over and over and over. Make sure you catch on to what we're doing before you put your hard-earned money into it. I suggest you trade on paper. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you are profitable on paper, start with real money, but start with small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you are profitable with real money, make sure that if you want to make more money, that you just increase your share size. And then hopefully you will be catching on really quick. It's not that hard once you attend a lot of these live streams. So just make sure that you don't just come here and start clicking the button, because you could lose some money. Also make sure that your active trader TIF is on EXT or you won't get a trade in. And I've been watching IBG all morning. It's just been slowly creeping up. It hasn't sold off yet. Hopefully it will continue when the top of the hour comes, when our market opens. There's that bubble I'm talking about, when the buyers come in with excessive buying pressure. And thank you everyone for joining me this morning on YouTube and on Discord. We have about a minute and a half to go yet before the market opens. Enjoy your coffee while it's warm, because it probably will get cold. Terry, you can't open Discord. I don't understand your statement. All right, about 30 seconds to go. Terry, try rebooting. We got about 5 minutes to go here before the market opens. I don't have the time exactly right now, Terry. I'm sorry. Here we go. All right, watching for these bubbles. Are they going to sell, or are they going to keep buying and driving it up? We want to see a green bubble locked in. We want it to really stick here like glue and then continue running upwards. Right now, it's hit or miss. Seeing some sellers coming in. That's the red part of this green bar. We have lots of spikes over here, but if you notice, none of the numbers are moving, so they're just processing the pending orders. Watching for new spikes. I'm looking for numbers moving since this stock is not moving. Let's try this one. Nothing there. ANGO, nothing happening. I'm also watching these volume columns. I want to see good volume flow within the volume column. PCSA, cheaper stock, 66 cents. Getting a little bit of attention, but nothing to make me click the mouse. We don't have a chart bubble up here, so we're not entering. Chart bubble coming in. Let's see if it sticks and the buyers keep pushing higher. 99%, 100%. And the bubble disappears and comes back. 99 and 100%, pushing up slightly, not like I like to see, but it may eventually break out. %, still rising slowly. Looks very weak, though. I don't expect this one to go too far, so be careful with this one. We need this bubble to stay planted. Not looking too promising on this one. Mighty weak. Need a lot more participants buying this stock. They are still trying to push it up, moving up a little bit higher now, 94%, 96. Not paying very much money because it's a penny stock. It's not performing like I like to see it. So if you're in profit, trade it wisely. If you feel like you need to get out, probably a good move. Pulling back now. Let's keep watching, keep looking, see what's going to happen. I'm looking for spikes. I'm also looking for these numbers in this indicator. These numbers match the numbers in this bubble. 94%, 97. Let's see if they can push it up. The bubble keeps disappearing. Not enough buyers to really drive it higher. Watching for volume spikes or any of these numbers to hit 90% in any of these scans. These 100%ers with no volume, they're just kind of stuck because they're not currently trading. We want to see the numbers actually moving. %, PCSA still trying to push higher. Don't think I like this one too well. Plus, I don't like penny stocks to start with. Hasn't sold off, just not enough buyers to really drive it higher. SPY is already headed down this morning. Could be quite a waiting game today with the tariff announcement coming out. Thankfully for us, it's not being announced until after the market closes. So maybe we have one more day here that we can rack in a little bit more money. SPWH is the symbol. We really don't have the volume to do a decent in and out trade. You can see the volume is stopped. Very sluggish, not really a battle going on. So we'll skip that one. Not enough volume. NCRWV, this was an IPO, a recent IPO. Not currently seeing anything. Well, so far not the start I was hoping for. I was hoping we would have a nice runner right at the open. WTF. Yeah, but there's not enough volume here to trade this stock. If you want to get in and hope, get in the corner and pray that it goes up, that's your call, not mine. I want to see participants really driving the stock upwards. Few more buyers coming in. Volume picking up slightly. Now the volume on this price range is not going to be really volatile like you see on these smaller stocks, on the cheaper ones. It will pick up, but it won't be ticking in the millions, I assure you. Got to watch the spread on WTF. It is quite high. It's going to cost you money to get in. Looks like we have two IPOs working, CRWV and WTF. Let's see if they eventually draw the investors to them. I'm not liking the volume so far. Invest today. That's always the case. That runner that's just before our market open usually sells off. I seldom count on those at the open. To get my hopes up in the morning, but that's about it. Keep in mind, this is only the volume in the candle. This is not total volume, so don't get confused here. I am monitoring buyers and sellers within the current candle. So there's more volume in this stock than what you see. This is just the current candle. $99 under low volume. At least it's not selling off. Good job, Robert. You're much braver than me, Robert, to trade under the low volume like that. But it worked out for you, so a good move, I guess. Guess it doesn't matter. He won. He saw something we didn't. He grabbed him $100. Not seeing much activity currently. Hardly any numbers moving, hardly any spikes hitting the board. Good job, Ghost Win. All right, while we wait, everybody do 10 push-ups. Ghost Win, that 90% is a magic number when it starts moving upwards. The only thing we have to do after that is make sure it stays planted. The volume is really flying. Once it pops up at 90%, when it starts hitting 95 and 100, that's when I'm making my decision to get in. This 15-minute candle for scalping has been working out really good. I mean, it really shocked me when I put the 2 and 2 together to slow down that label a little bit. So now it's processing 15 minutes worth of data in that bubble. And the accuracy increased by 50% or more. So I'm trading the bubble. I'm not trading the candle, the 1 minute or the 5 minute. I'm trading the bubble. Unfortunately, nothing's moving right now. You'll see how it works once it happens. It's not when the candle starts. It's all about the label, the bubble. When it hits 90%, this label is also going to turn green. It's to catch my attention because I have vision issues. So once this turns green, I look over here and check my chart bubble. If it's 95, 100, 96, 97, 95, you'll see it'll stick up there above 90%, and the price will take off. So we're nailing that exact moment when the high flow of buyers comes in. Possible bounce play, Andy, RSLS. Let's see if a bounce play happens here. Let's see if the buyers come in and bounce it right back up. We are at 98 and 100% sellers. This is what you want to see, but you want to see it in green, right? And down here, and the price going up. You can see the numbers is exactly what we want to see when it's green. They're currently driving it down in the dirt. This is a good example, except it's going in the wrong direction. Robert, I forgot all about it. Can you send me a message on it? Continuing to drive it down. Thank you, Robert. Wish this was going the other way. You can see here how this 15-minute candle is benefiting us by processing 15 minutes worth of data. The label locks in like this. The price continues to be driven down as long as we're up there in the 90s, 95s, 100s. You can see when it hits 90, it kind of stops moving. But above 90, it starts pushing down again. I really like to see 95 and 100 before I click the mouse. Pushing down lower. $97, $96, $98, pushing lower. Go Swin, you're going to have to attend a lot of these live streams. I launched this thing last week. I'm still learning it because I'm actually shocked on how accurate it is. So if you attend these live streams, you will eventually pick up on when you're supposed to get in, when you're supposed to get out. I don't teach entry, exit, or trading. I teach indicators. So you'll have to attend these live streams, watch what I have discovered, see if it works out for you. And it's working out for many. I'm a coder. I'm not a stock market instructor. I can't teach you how to trade. Continuing to push down. This is actually a discovery for me. We've had this indicator for almost a year, maybe more. And I just happened upon flipping it over to a higher time frame and watch how it leveled out for me. Continuing to push down, 95s and 100s. TCRT, not in my scans, but I'll type it in. Looks like it shot up and sold off. Currently at 280, 279, bouncing around. We don't have a chart bubble yet. Good job, U4. Made 36 bucks on the little move before I could even type it in. Joe, I don't have any monitor space left. I'm loaded up. I don't have that scan running, though. Eight monitors, they're all full. There is no bubbles scan, Peter. I can't scan for what doesn't exist. This is a live bubble. It triggers when it happens. Thank you, Ghost Wind. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm still getting used to it. It hasn't proven itself to me, but it looks very promising. Waiting to see if the buyers come in here. The volume's still kind of low. It's ticking, but it's not really flying. There's not a battle going on. So we may be waiting for a while on this one. Let me check SBFM. I saw it moving this morning as well. Uh-oh. Did I type it in wrong? I think I did. I don't remember what it's called now. Got my mind all confused. I thought sure it was SBFM. Why didn't it pop up for me though? SBFM. There it is. Maybe I typed it in wrong. It's not moving. No volume. Most important thing, I know you don't have this indicator, but the most important thing is we have to have high volume flow for this to work. If we don't have a battle going on, we don't want to participate. Or we're going to be getting in, go negative, go positive, go negative, go positive. Hopefully don't drop on us. I don't trade that way. I'm a scalper. I jump in on the party and get out before the party's over. Yeah, I probably did. Older I get, the more mistakes I make. I have to forgive myself every day, but that's fine. Seeing a label come in every now and then, not enough to really drive the price up. Looking for some moving numbers in the 90% range in these columns. I'm not seeing any currently. RSLS. After a sell-off like this and being early morning, we may not see a bounce. If we do, we may take advantage of it, but it's down now below $1. It's at 76 cents. I'm going to stay away from it just because it's a penny stock. Looks like a few people are buying into this drop. Not moving very much, though. These lines are the volume profile indicator. I have destroyed it and made it work for me. This would be low of day and the red line high of day. If you're not familiar with volume profile, I highly suggest you look it up on YouTube. Understand how it works because everybody has a different opinion on it. I use it as levels. Let's say this stock took off. It may return back up to this line here as resistance. No bounce here, Andy. They tried, but it died. No spikes, no bubbles, no 90s. SPWH, 91%, 95, 100%, pushing up higher, 160. This is how fast it can happen. Checking the volume, starting to pick up. Let's see if they can keep the price up. Let's see if our bubble comes back in. Maybe this will get the attention to the other scanners, and other people start coming in. Looks like the volume has died. We'll give it a couple minutes here, see if other investors find it. Pretty sure it's going to trigger trade ideas scanners and the other paid subscription services. Not making any progress currently, but it is holding the price. There's the 92%. Not really strong. It keeps blinking off and on. We need those buyers to start attacking it, not just occasionally. Losing momentum. We see the candle is not so tall. See a little bit of red in it from sellers. They may be giving up on it. Well, we found it moving. It's just not moving enough. Not moving in our favor. Trader X, I can code just about anything, but I don't do individuals' request. I only code the things that work for the whole group. I have so much on my plate now, I cannot take personal requests. Even if you try to pay me, I can't take it. I don't need the money. I've been on this platform since 1990, been coding for 16 years, maybe more. I know exactly what to do here. We do have a multi-time frame label that goes up here. I think it goes all the way to a month, maybe. I just don't use it. I'm testing this bubble. I'm almost to the point where all I need is the bubble. That's how good it's been performing. Amadeus, I would not. I'd probably get a used CPU in return. Did have some good success over that server yesterday, and the problem was me trying to overbuild it. We did have a lot of talks going on for a while. A few of the techs talked to some engineers. They figured it all out. It is now in the process. Hopefully not much longer. I am a self-taught coder, and I only know I'm not a coder guy. I know the code to Thinkorswim. I'm very limited, but I'm very good at Thinkorswim coding. So I can't program your computer, write you a script that does X whatever for your computer, but I can write code for Thinkorswim. And I am self-taught. I didn't take a class. Well, I did for 16 years, my class. If you think about trading, what really moves an indicator? Buyers and sellers. It's not about waiting on this line to cross that one, even though I do have them on the chart just for confirmation. But it takes buyers and sellers to move an indicator, so why not start at square one? Find the buyers and sellers, then monitor what they do, and success comes your way. I do this 4 hours a day on the premium side, from 6 to 9:30 each morning, 5 days a week, as long as there's not a holiday. 1 hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube. So in 10 minutes, this session on YouTube will be over. The next one will be on Friday. Quite quiet this morning. Nothing made me pull the trigger yet. Nothing yet, Swami. We did have a little bit of movement, but not enough to really take advantage of it. Good morning, CompuCare. Looking for some 90 percenters right here. There's one. WTF again, but not enough volume to get in. Robert, I have a YouTube stream going on. I don't do things like that during this time. %, but it keeps going away. 100%. We don't have enough volume to click the mouse. Would be a risky trade if you did. It could go the other way. We need some movers, but I'm not seeing any. SPY not looking too healthy at the moment. Barely moving, but trickling down slowly. I can almost assure you the news articles will be nothing but about Trump and tariffs and driving the market down. Since today is the day, that's probably the news that's going to be pumped all day long. That's my take on it. Milo, mine's on 5 minutes. It's okay. There's always tomorrow. We will always get a play. It may not be today, but we will always get a play. All right, YouTubers, I was hoping to help you make some money this morning. It didn't happen for us. The next free live stream will be on Friday at 5:55 a.m. Central Time. If you're interested in joining us, join our Discord. There's a white and yellow label at the top of the chat. Click that label, join us on Discord. Then click the upgrade. If you upgrade to a premium member, you get over 60 plus hand-coded scans, 30 plus custom indicators. We have a few premium indicators that are our separate purchase. That would be the My Blessing and the Master Scalper. Both are well worth their money. You get a lot of fellowship. We have lots of members, everybody watching the same charts, trading the same stock, which helps drive the price. It's up to you. Just come here every morning. I don't have to prove it to you. The indicators will. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me this morning. Have a very blessed trading day. I am out of here.